Hi there, my name is Farah and welcome to my YouTube channel where tonight I will be giving you a cast controversies and gossip of the 90-day cast members for Before the 90 Days, Season 4, and some of our favorites. I have deep dived into the caves of soap dirt. I've mined the wells of sarcasm. I've gone into people's IGs, honey. I have sleuthed for us. Hashtag 90 detectives. Which someone else came up with. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. Okay. As always, if you're not subscribed to me, I would impress upon you. That could be great for both of us, really. And if you want to hit that notification bell, God bless. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and/or comment. Both of them really work for me. Okay, let's get in, shall we? Let's start with some of the cast members from 90 Day Fiance Before the 90 Days, Season 4. Okay, so if you haven't guessed already, this whole video is going to be spoilers. Spoilers of what's happening post, and then also what happened pre-shooting, and then like what's happened after all of it, including some quarantine tea about how TLC is going to handle the fact that we all can't leave. So let's talk Yolanda of Yolanda and Williams. Now, Yolanda is the sweetest lady. I'm really a big fan. First of all, she lost a ton of weight, and it's like, I know that life, and I'm here for it. Must have been hard to find the time to lose the weight, you know what I'm saying? Because she's cooking for them kids, and she has to like, can you imagine her washings? You know, like it's a lot. And yet she works out and she feels good. And, you know, this whole time she had a husband named Dwayne who she says went to prison, and it was a big shock when he went to prison, and that he didn't want them to come visit him. And so then he got like liver disease and died in prison. Super sad. However, let's just do a little backstory. Dwayne had like, since the 80s, been a bank robber, jewel store thief. I mean, like, who does that? If you're gonna like rob a bank or rob a jewelry store, it's like, what 1950s-esque movie are you in? And he just kept doing it, honey, like multiple offenses over the years. Can't imagine it was that much of a shock when he got busted again. Craziness is repeating the same behavior over and over again and expecting a different result, so. I also want to know, like, Yolanda, like, do you have like a big stash of jewels? But now she's on to Williams right now. Williams is a restaurant manager in England, Manchester, and he looks not like any restaurant manager I've come in contact with. It's like very obvious that Williams isn't who he says he is. In fact, here's a spoiler, he's not. That man that we think is Williams is an Italian bodybuilder. So, I don't know how this is gonna play out or if there's gonna be a bigger twist. It seems like if it's just a catfish story, like it wouldn't be fodder for a whole season of 90 Day Fiance, but I'm hoping for the best for her. I love me some Yolanda. I love that daughter of hers, looks just like her. That's some strong genes. Okay, let's go on to Jeffrey of Jeffrey and Varia. I have nothing to give you for Varia, God bless. But Jeffrey, okay, so we know some things. He's been married a bunch of times, and like 3 out of the goddamn 4 wives accuse him of like rape and domestic violence. It's a lot. And on top of that, he's had like drug problems, drug possession. He used to sell his opiates and things. And one of his exes says that he used his own children as like mules and things. Not like an actual mule that he would ride, God bless, but like a drug mule. Like someone who would like hold the drugs on them or something for like when he had to like get stopped for cops. I mean, I'm not quite sure the whole story, but it's really bananas. In one of my recaps, I've been doing live recaps. Have you guys known that? Hi. So I remarked that Jeffrey had good skin. And someone said maybe it was just sweaty and pale. And I get that now. He's just kind of sweaty and pale all the time. But it comes off as like a Glossier glow. Here's some other fun facts about Jeffrey. He's an actor with a full IMDb page. And his specialty is like reenactment acting. In fact, he played a serial killer in an episode of Snapped. How's he getting them gigs? How do you audition for that? He also lost custody of like that other child. We know that he has like, we know he sees his 2 older boys. We know that one little baby died, God bless. And the little baby's brother, he lost custody of. He had ongoing cases when they started filming. And so some people are upset at TLC, like, why would you do that? That's real, real dumb. TLC doesn't care. I mean, TLC would have Scotty, Angela Deem's daughter, back if she wasn't in prison for like child molestation. Like TLC is like really the gutter. We know this. Okay, let's move on to David and Lana. As we see, David doesn't meet Lana, at least not yet, when he goes to the Ukraine, but he does meet up with Anya. And Anya is like this other boo that he hooked up with 12 years ago, but then like off the same kind of like dating websites. And then when they met, she was like, no thanks. That's the story. But they've maintained a friendship ever since. And she is like around and like, but who's not around is Lana. And it's like, some people have posed whether Lana and Anya are in fact the same person. Could you imagine if you were Anya, you were talking to this dude, this American rich dude, and then he comes and you like see him and you're just like, I'm good. But you still want to like get money out of him. And so you pretend to be someone else on the site and just string him along. But you talk to him too or whatever because you like are a psychopath. And you're like, oh, I'm married, I have kids, like that's me now, God bless. Like, so he doesn't think that he can ever get with her or whatever. It gets like a little too close to home, but she's like, she's fake, she's fake. But he's still there. I don't know, that's one whole theory. However, supposedly he has talked to Lana, maybe in video chats or whatever. So it's just confusing about how that goes down. Another thing is Lana has like multiple sites in which she is an active single lady on. Like even if her and David are together, she's not playing that game. Honey, she is on lots of different sites. And the whole thing is he's paid like over $100,000 on the site because he has to buy these like tokens to have like any kind of communication with her. And then they can buy the girl presents through the site, like anywhere from like a laptop to English lessons. Can you hear my dad talking? Dad, I can hear you a little bit. Just a little softer, Dad, okay? I love you. I'm almost done. I'm putting a blanket in front of your door. My dad's having drama. Okay, God bless. Where was I? So she has multiple sites in which she is like a single lady on, like talking to men. Now she does have a similar bio in each one of these sites, and she's like across the board a manager, a financial manager of some kind, like some sort of executive in the financial world. Like that's what she claims is her job. So that's also consistent and steady. Also, someone brought up, like one of these gossip rags, that in order for TLC to like have shown her picture, it seems like they would have had to have gotten her okay. Like at some point, TLC must have gotten her in contact and some sort of contract signed. Okay, Ash and Avery. Okay, so one thing is Ash, I guess, has Graves' disease, which is like that thing where his eyes kind of are protruding a little bit. It's a problem with your thyroid. So we can't make fun of him for that anymore. So the Avery sitch is that Avery's first daughter with her first husband, she doesn't see that daughter very much. The first husband, who's an attorney, got primary custody of her and maintains that Avery is like bananas and not well and was diagnosed with bipolarism but doesn't take her meds and was once institutionalized and like never went to one of her daughter's doctor appointments and like at one point like lost touch with her for like 3 years, and when she came back she like didn't know what grade her daughter was in. Okay. And Avery is like, he's crazy. He always does this to me. He thinks that like he can come at me because I'm living a happy life. And he sort of like ruined my relationship with my daughter. So that's why the daughter's always blurred, but she shows the other kid who's like super cute. So Stephanie of Stephanie and Erica. Okay, no dirt on Erica, God bless. But Stephanie is a YouTube person. So like she's been around and she's been like sharing everything, you know, like all the time. So when I say sharing everything, she has made like a whole business model on sharing, which like, you know what, I'll be honest, like I'll take notes. One whole thing is on her Patreon account. Like, you can be a part of this. Like, if you, hers, I have one too, but like, God bless. On her Patreon, she has different tiers, of course. And on the higher tiers, you get like access to like her private Instagram and her private Snapchat. And she like takes boudoir-esque photos for those people, which is just like a lot of titty shots. And she's like totally okay with it. She's like out and proud. She's like, yeah, I do this. This is what I do with my body. I make money. Hi. Another whole thing that she said is that one time, I guess she won some Nickelodeon talent competition and then like saved $10,000 and like with her ex-boyfriend moved to LA, right? But at that time she was drinking a lot and then she ended up like becoming a stripper. And when she went to her stripper interview, what are some of your best assets? Anyway, she had on a Hello Kitty bracelet. And so they were like, blah, 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 what's your stripper name? And she was like, Kitty. She maintains that, you know, this is just the life that she's lived and you can like definitely watch many a video about it on her YouTube channel. She's smart. She came on this show for a reason, a platform, if you will. And not like a stripper shoot stiletto platform. I mean like a TLC platform. So Ed and Rosemarie. It's so interesting because some couples are not supposed to like tell you what happens, like, or whatever, and like have to like sign a non-disclosure agreement, and TLC like seems very into like having that be like legally binding. However, for them, it's just like doesn't work. Like Rosemarie like already posted like an engagement photo to some other person, and the person in the picture looks like either a very young boy or a girl that's a little mask, like a masked girl or a young boy. I don't know. Ed says that he now lives with his mom. His mom moved in with him and he like takes care of her, and that's his like single life. Oh, that's kind of sad. Ed, Darcy's still available. She's looking for love in all the short places. Let's go on to Darcy and Tom. So Darcy and Tom are not together. He is quarantining with his like very bendy girlfriend, Amanda. And she, by the way, isn't single. She moved on to this hot ass piece. Oh my God, he's so cute. He kind of, I guess, looks a little more Jesse than Tom, but way hotter than Jesse ever was. Like at least better skin from what it looks like. He's this like hot Bulgarian, but already lives in America guy. Name is George Rusev. I'm real bad. Also, Tom has a kid, which I think we might have known, but like whatever. She's not his most interesting female family member. Obviously, that sister like reigns above. Supreme, honey, she's supreme. But his daughter, he doesn't seem to have any custody with, and it seems like maybe her and her mom lives in Switzerland, and he has like not probably seen her for a minute. Okay, let's go on to other cast people. This is what's happening in the world. I feel like a news reporter. Abby of Abby and Sean got married, not to Sean, but to some British guy named Lewis. She like stays dating an English-speaking bloke. George and Anfisa. George is going to get out of prison in August, maybe even earlier through this like whole coronavirus situation, because it's like a marijuana offense. You know what I'm saying? Like Avery would be like the first to like pick at that. He's also lost like a bunch of weight, like a Yolanda size amount of weight. And he's like, when I get out, I'm going to like serve Anfisa divorce papers. And it's like, yeah, she's dating someone. She's dating this guy named Leo Assad. Is that his name? She's dating some guy named Leo Asif, and he looks super Arab. Supposedly he's into working out too, so they can work out together, honey. They can work out together. I'm blinking because I mean sex. Mike and Natalie got married, and they're filming, I think. So they got married though, like they didn't even wait the 90 days. They just like got married, I think on St. Patrick's Day. So Nicole and Azan, here's the scoop with that. So this is like bananas. She is in Morocco as we speak, quarantining with him. May is with Robalee in Florida. I don't know which one of those things are safer. Because Florida, if you know, doesn't have their act together when it comes to this coronavirus thing. But she's with Azan, and it's been revealed that Azan has a wife who is also a cousin. And they have 3 kids. And Nicole knows this, has always known this. So the $6,000 that she gave him was to like divorce his wife, like pay that person off in like the bride price way, kind of just like, this is for you. I don't quite know. But she is just drinking Moroccan mint tea and playing video games in a quarantine with Azan, and also is suffering from indigestion because in one of her videos she had like maybe some like a box of like pills that like is for bloating and things like that. I don't know if it's all the like spiced tagines. So Stacy of Darcy's sister, Stacy, and her boyfriend Florin, who like met, you know, God bless. Florin keeps getting like pictured with this snatchy snooch. Her name is Shanti Horha. Supposedly she won the Miss Top of the World Belgium contest. Never heard of that. I've heard of the Miss Universe contest. Anyway, so there's like this like video she posted of like him in bed, and then like when he sees it, he's on the video, like tries to get out of the video. Okay, that's one thing, but this is where I like don't like this girl. So then on Stacy's Instagram, she posted like Stacy said something, and then Florin said something, and then she posted under that like like 2 hearts, being like, "Hi, he keeps cheating on you with me, so poke, I'm right here." That's rude. You lose him how you get him. Okay, so here's some sad news. So Sarah, Michael's wife of Michael and Juliana, A, got married, this hot person, much hotter than Michael, but B, she like was diagnosed with breast cancer and it spread to her lymph nodes. So she's already had 1 surgery and she has to go back and get her lymph nodes removed. Oh God, I hope she's okay. I mean, that woman like really brought a lot of warmth. Okay, final couple I have a little scoop on is Tiffany and Ronald. Tiffany and Ronald were together, not together, not together. They're filming, I think, again. They're not together, they're together. She accused him of relapsing. He accused her of cheating, and they're back together. So, love in the time of coronavirus. So this is what TLC is going to do. So obviously the pillow talk can happen because it's just like, I think I'm just like setting up some sort of Zoom that they record themselves in. I have no idea. But I can ask David, you know that we're friends. Okay, so for the tell-all for before the 90 days, they can't shoot it. I don't understand why they can't shoot it, because it's just like they like zoom in, you know, the people that are non-American, they can just have everyone be zoomed in. Oh, that's annoying. But what other thing they're going to do is they're going to like do a special of people in quarantine, A, and or B, they could always do like an unreleased footage situation. Like for instance, there's all this unreleased footage, I think, of like Larissa and Colty. By the way, Larissa just got her work permit. So like she can work now. I'm so happy. And she doesn't want to model. I think maybe like she should go the route of like some sort of like fitness beauty situation. Though, does she like to work out? Not really. She just likes to get plastic surgery. She should be a nurse for plastic surgery. Make a lot of money as a nurse. And if you're a nurse or a doctor now, like, thank you for the work that you do. But there's a lot of unreleased footage we can watch, never before seen moments that'd be really, really interesting. I just would be down for it. I really would. I mean, just give me all the new content you can. You have a job right now and it's to entertain us. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. It's been such a pleasure talking to you guys. Thanks so much if you are a member of my Facebook Vanity Fair group. I love talking to you guys there, and for all the peeps that enjoy a live, God bless you and the work you do. But if you don't, I get it. And now that I'm just stuck at my dad's house when I got my camera, I will be doing more edited content as well. Anyways, take care of yourselves, and this time I really goddamn mean it. Stay indoors, wash your hands, and connect with people you talk to all the time and you haven't talked to for a minute. Through Zoom or Marco Polo or FaceTime or simple text, you really can use this time to check in on people and have a good excuse that maybe you've lost touch with. Of course, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My name is @ChrisL.Farah. The L is for lockdown. I love you guys so much. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stand up for what you believe and make art. Okay, bye.